Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Debra, Silverman, and Lisa. We are a team sport. And what do we do for a living?
We
Good
laugh.
question. Lisa, what do you say your job is?
Now I tell everyone that I work for an astrology company. So
What do
before I
you,
used to say, oh, well, I'm a communications manager for a company. And oh, really? That's very interesting. But now I'm not afraid anymore to say, I'm out there. This is my life. And I love my life. So I'm celebrating it by being bluntly honest. And we both have Saturn and Sag, so that's how we roll.
exactly. So for any of you out there who have the quality of memory of remembering it was dangerous to be into woo-woo, or you weren't supposed to be a witch, or you weren't supposed to believe in magic, or you had to keep it a secret that you were really into astrology, come on out. Come out, wherever you are. So that's why we're here. We're here to tell you when you can come out. Guess what? I have really good things to tell you. I want to make a list before we start so people can grab their pen and write this down because I wrote it all down. Ready for this? There's an immersion where Lisa and I get to partner and bring in these really cool people. I think you all know it's free. Happens for 1 hour. Starts, write this down, August 17th to 21st. It's at what time, Lisa?
10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. We meet for about 90 minutes each day.
We do a meditation, we do a prayer, we interview these very interesting people that I can tell you right now are gonna like make your mouth drop open. And you really need to know that it's a free access to like kind of think of it like a retreat. Like every day at 11 o'clock here in Colorado for those days, August 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 20, you're going to have me and Lisa, but mostly me doing interviews. No, yes, me doing the interviews. And then meditation. So think of it as a boot camp where you actively connect with your higher self and then we super glue it.
Absolutely. And there's opportunities to raise your hand to work live with Debra. She does calls and volunteers each day. We also have an amazing giveaway that's attached to the immersion. So the more that you join us, the more you participate,
You can
you're
get
entered to win.
a free trip to Hawaii again. We fly you there, we put you up. Are you kidding? And it's real. Like we don't just like fake this story. It's real because we're real, just in case you didn't notice. So there's that. The immersion starts, yes. I like when you do that. August 17th to the 21st, every single morning, 10 o'clock in California, 11 o'clock in Colorado, 1 o'clock in New York on the East Coast. And you get to have an hour free, hour and a half with me and Lisa and some really interesting person. Then, any of you that are watching this, is anyone here from Europe? Because August 26th to 27th, I'm going to be in London teaching at the college, no, the Institute for Psychic Studies, brought to you by a 100-year-old building in London. And I am going to have 40 people in a room where you get a direct experience of me like tuning in. I really love doing it. I did it last year for the first time, and it was my first time teaching live in a way that I could impact in a very cheap fashion because I think it's like $100. I don't even know. It's really cheap to get in that room. And it's at the College of Psychic Studies in London. So if you're interested, that's going to be on August 26th and 27th. And then if you want to come to Boulder in September, the 21st, 23rd, that's me and Ash Ruiz doing like 4E magic, like woo, 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 woo. Yeah, that one changes people's lives. If you are at all tempted to have your life change and you really need someone to give you a kick in the butt, or you need someone to say shit to you, and you know that somewhere you're stuck and you don't want to do medicine, you don't want to do some ayahuasca journey, you want a really grounded experience with two people who have done a lot of work on transformation and the psychology, that's me and Ash Ruiz. So, how do they do that? Where do they find out about that?
We're going to have all of this available to you, all of our links. And hey, it's a great time to invest in yourself. It's Leo season. It's time to come back to you, right?
Was your progress moon in Leo when you studied school?
No, it was in Cancer,
Because you had all those babies? That
but
was
in
really
the 11th house. So it totally made sense.
It makes so much sense. And then the school starts, you guys, only twice a year. So in September on the 14th, if you sign up, you can even sign up now. So if you've been flirting with, I want to go study astrology, but I keep saying it, but I don't do it, well, do it. Riff.
Absolutely. And right now is the best time to get in because the sooner you get in, The sooner
That's
you get to
better
choose your
choices.
mentor in your class schedule, which as a mom at the time, who was working, like it was really important for me to have that schedule that worked for my schedule. So please get in now if you're interested. And you do get like the best package in terms of extra gifts that we sprinkle in to help you on your journey.
So if you're interested, if you're in Europe, you can come see me in person. If you are near Boulder or you want to come to Colorado in September, you can see me in person. Otherwise, August 17th for a week, every day, we get to meditate together, and the school starts September 14th.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently my brain's working. That's impressive. And then let's see the chart of the today. Can we look at this very minute? Because we are always, as astrologers, looking at, oh, Caleb. So he just makes magic happen. This is, for those of you that don't know, an astrology chart is simply a photograph of the sky at the moment. And it's a pure mathematical equation. It is based on where are the planets at this minute. It's not woo-woo. It's astronomy. It's the class that you took. I took it in high school. Isn't that funny? I took astronomy in high school and I sat next to my boyfriend who is now passed. And he would tickle my arm and I'd be like, this is not the appropriate thing to be doing during astronomy. But you know how when you're a teenager, it kind of feels good. And his name was Matt and he's died now. Kind of sad. Anyways, here's what they taught us back then in a much more mathematical way. How do they execute a chart? Well, they can actually figure out, you all know this, the planets are completely consistent and completely reliable, and you can look thousands of years into the future or the past, and you will always know where the planets are. So today in Boulder at 11:15, good job. It's Libra rising. I love that. So we're looking at the eastern horizon. Where would that be? That's that way. The eastern horizon in Boulder today at this minute has the constellation Libra on it. Well, that's perfect. That's why I just put some makeup on. And then that's Libra. They like to look cute. And the sun's in Leo at 0 degrees. Can someone point to that? It's at 0 degrees, sitting right there. You can look at the sun with 0. Nobody's in the background pointing. That's friendly. Can I point? Can you see my pointer?
I think there may be a little bit of a lag in the pointer ability on the screen. So
Or
we'll have
maybe
to.
nobody's there. Ha. So the sun is, if you guys look in that box where it has English, you see in there to the left, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, our best friends. The sun is at 0 degrees. It just entered Leo today, this minute, on July 23rd. It's just entered. Okay. So the sun is in Leo at this minute, and it's standing right next to a number 4. I wish we had a pointer. And the number 4 is Jupiter. Why? Because it's 4 times bigger. Actually, it's 100 times bigger than Earth. And they're standing together today, to Lisa's point, asking you to study you. Come study you. I remember when I made that up.
It,
Let's let's have
perfect.
a platform called Come Study You.
Perfect.
And then look at there's a grand trine in fire, even though the moon's at late degree, and any minute now it's going to turn into Sag. It's
Yeah.
at 26 degrees. Oh, that's good to know. The moon's going to turn into Sag by the end of today, which will make a grand trine in fire, which is what I was born with, which is why I'm crazy. Have you noticed? Anybody listening? Does anyone have more energy than me? I wonder about myself. I mean, I wonder about myself.
We
How
love
about,
that about you.
I'm glad you do. It's hard to live with. Like I think about myself and I think, who in the world could handle me on an ongoing basis? Not, I know you like me, but I think about waking up in the morning and I go off for a swim at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Okay, then just to look at this chart further, we have Mercury going direct tomorrow.
Today,
Tomorrow.
today actually at,
I said today and he said tomorrow. What's the right answer?
so I looked and it looks like it's 4:58 Mountain Time today. Let
That's
me,
such a,
I still have my chart up, so one second.
I'm
Yes,
so relieved. Okay,
4:58 today.
I love that story. Okay. I'm so happy to hear that because I was thinking of going on a date, but I didn't want to go on the date while I was in retrograde because I thought, well, that's just a bad way to start something. But if it's tonight, it's direct, I can go ahead and I'm doing that when we hang up. Okay. What
And now
else
we
is?
have a pointer.
Oh, there's the pointer. And there's Mercury with a red circle. Can you go over to the sun next to it and show us how it's 0 degrees with the red circle? It's at zero. Can you go lower? Yes. Oh my God. It just entered Leo. Bye bye, all those tears that have been going on for the last month. Okay. You guys, this is so now can we do the eclipse? Because I just want to say in August, you need to write this date down, which we hadn't talked about yet. This is called, it's always when the sun and moon are together. So can you point to the sun and moon and put that circle around it again? Is this Caleb doing this?
This is Caleb, yes.
So Caleb doesn't even know this. The sun and the moon are standing there together at the exact same degree. You can see the sun's a circle and a dot. Caleb, where did you go? Up, up, up. Yep. Tighten it, baby. Tighten it. Oh, yeah. Down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, just the sun and the moon. Yeah. Oh, 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 there we go. Move over. Yes. The sun and the moon are conjunct on August 17th. No, August 12th. And that's an eclipse. And during an eclipse, write it down, you guys. We're having this free conversation. There's going to be one, two, three, four, five, six planets in fire that day. And a grand trine in air. Six planets in fire. See how he knows where the fire is? Because he took the class. Woo, woo. And then see that grand trine with that big giant triangle with a red line. That is a very auspicious day. Wow.
20 degrees too, right? Is that a zero?
Uranus is at five, at
Oh,
three, Venus is at five, and
five.
Pluto's at
Okay.
three. I
Yeah.
mean, this is really significant, you guys. This auspicious day, can everyone write this down? I'm writing it down. August 12th. Did you know this, Lisa?
August 12th. Yes.
Is the eclipse. Do you know what I'm doing? Did I tell you this?
Is
I'm
this?
gathering 70 to 90-year-old women in one room.
Yes.
You can't come. I told all my friends, I'm so sorry, you can't come. And I'm just going to lie and pretend I'm 70.
That's
I
okay.
mean, if you run the thing, you can do whatever you want.
Totally. Absolutely. And you're Debra Silverman. Let's go.
And then yesterday I was sitting at dinner outside in Boulder, and this man came up to me and thanked me because his wife had done the levels one, two, and three, and he said she changed so much. And I don't know who he was, and to be perfectly honest, I didn't know who his wife was either.
I'm sure we could find her name and if we had her chart,
Who
you would
cares?
remember.
What I was so happy was that it affected her husband. If any of you are trying to figure out how to get your life force back, or you feel like you're judging the shit out of your husband, or you feel like you've lost your chi, raise your hand. Because this is Mercury retrograde. You look backwards and you say, what in my world is preventing me from having my favorite things happening? Oh, that would be me. How
Mhm.
do I recalibrate me? This is what happened to Lisa. Then she got a whole new job. Then she started working for these crazy people, and it's been like 5 years.
Yep, 5 years or 180, depending on how you look at
Yeah,
it. But
I love that you do time travel, said the Aquarian to the
yeah,
Gemini.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, all of this is to say to everybody in the room, there's some dates to write down if you start this live again. On August 14th, we're going to have, is that true? 17th. August 17th, you get a free month of hanging out with Deborah and Lisa. No,
You get
week.
a free week. And if you can't join us live, there will be replays, so make sure you register. And you can only get access to the giveaway if you register.
Wow, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
it's a free, it's like, I want you to think of it as boot camp. 5 days in a row, meditating, calling your higher self in, being around people who have passed through their gremlins and turned them into their highest asset because now they're successful and they've passed. Like, I can't tell you what it's like as an astrologer that grew up. And someone asked me the other day if I have anxiety. And I was like, not lately. Anxiety is a result of your nervous system feeling upset about fearing what's coming or what happened.
Right.
If you live in a state of acceptance because you became best friends with planets, I mean, Lisa and I talk about planets like they're our family members.
They are ever
Think about
present.
Jupiter is sitting on the sun right now.
What a way to start Leo season.
What a way.
But I
Ju-
love it because I think we all needed that. I know many of us were feeling that, as you were saying, Deb, that emotional charge and like feeling very kind of like down in the dumps and maybe even a little bit sluggish in Cancer season. It was nice to shake up the bottle in a good way to let out some, excitement and boldness for Leo season. And again, I can't say it enough about coming back to,
Happy.
serving you.
Yes.
It's okay to put the spotlight on you.
Can I ask you a really random question?
Yeah, of course.
When you are covering up something with a plastic piece of big giant blue thin and you're trying to cover it so it doesn't nothing leaks into it, what's that thing called?
Not
Like
like
you're
a tarp.
a
So,
tarp, a
okay.
tarp. That's it. It's so funny. You know what happens when you get older? There's like a slippery slope. I've never had this before till like at the last year. This is part of the grow up thing, where words fall out of your head like a bar of soap, like whoo. And then you have to refer to the younger one in the room, go, what's that blue thing that you put over on top of? It's a tarp. Now, when's the last time you said the word tarp?
Not sure.
Can't even remember.
But hey, one of an Aquarian's favorite lines is, "Can I ask you a random question? Can I say something weird?" Yes, please.
I love Aquarius so much. Okay, you guys, it just passed 11:33. We're in a master number. This is the chart of the auspicious eclipse on August 12th. There is going to be it's so cool. Oh my God. So August 17th, 5 days after the eclipse, is when the immersion begins. So there's always two. When there's an eclipse, there's always two of them. One happens when they're conjunct, and one happens when they're opposite. So when is the second eclipse? Anybody know? Raise your hand. You can stop sharing that.
We will
This,
definitely dig into that. I know that the team was also wanting to highlight July 29th as the full moon in Aquarius that's coming
well,
up.
that's the other eclipse.
Well, that's next week.
This is the full moon. This is not the eclipse, though.
Yeah.
The other eclipse is what you just said. So this is the first eclipse, and there's a second one that's at the end of the month of August. But let's go
Mhm.
to the last one, the July date that you just pulled up. Okay, sun, moon, opposite. Completely full moon coming soon to your neighborhood on the 29th of July. We
With
have,
Pluto conjunct the moon.
see, I hate to say this, but the weather's going to get really intense. This is a very, very large energetic that is coming soon to our neighborhood.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, that's wild.
Jupiter conjunct the sun still, Pluto conjunct the moon in opposition.
It's like if you think of Jupiter on the sun in Leo with Pluto opposite. Now turn that thing diagonally because it's an opposition, that big red line in the middle. Turn it to the left. Turn it, no, yep. See where the big red line is? The big red line in the middle of the chart? The big red line that's the opposition between the sun and the moon? Yep, now turn it sideways.
I don't think it can quite orient that way.
But there he's got there you
Oh,
go. That's it.
yay.
See, he's so talented. Can you skinnier it? Can you thin it? Can you make it skinny? But stay the same place you were. See where the sun and the moon are opposite, Caleb? There's the sun and there's the moon. Yes. And there's the moon going opposite it. There you go. Now thin it. Can you make it a thin? Yes. There it is. Now pull it up. There you got it. He's so smart. That configuration right there, you guys, is anybody listening? Am I talking to myself? That is a very potent, energetic on July 29th. I want to write it down. Isn't that funny? That's when the rabbi's here. That is a very strong energetic that is saying to us two options. Leo Aquarius, this is welcome to me and Lisa. The Leo is, I am so self-important and I love my life and I'm so excited. And the Aquarius says, excuse me, you're here for more than just you. Turn off your ego and say your life is important because you're here to serve your family, your neighbors, the country, the planet. So there's a duality here. You do not have to be good with numbers, Veronica. You don't have to be good with numbers, but you have to be good with look like what he just did here, showing you this is an absolute great visual for a full moon. It's usually just the sun and the moon, but today on August or July 29th, the Pluto and Jupiter are, that is going to be an energetic that's a little bit, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's the self and it's the other. It's the humanitarian versus the ego. It's an increase of voltage. It's a very wild energetic. That's the short answer.
Absolutely.
And no, you don't have to be good with numbers. We teach astrology at a fourth grade level. You can learn astrology as an entrance with just the elements to start with. And if you finish level one and you learn nothing but you have no fire in your chart, so you can explain to yourself why you tend to be shy, or you have no earth in your chart and you can explain to yourself why you're not good with money, or you have no air in your chart and you hate socializing, or you have no water in your chart and you've stopped crying and you don't really care. That gets discovered in the very first class. No math involved, pure elements. Okay, Lisa, anything you want
Beautiful.
to add to this amazing conversation?
No, just obviously there's a lot of things coming up, and there are not as many opportunities to be with Deborah live in person. So if you are in the UK, please check out those events at the London School of Psychic Studies. And also for those of you who are either in or near Boulder or want to come to Boulder, we have those 4E events with Deborah and Ash is absolutely incredible if you haven't met him yet. And if nothing else, come join us for the free astrological immersion. It's open now to register. You'll get access to our private course. You can already start diving into content. Deborah's got an amazing array of information in there. And then we do have the live event series starting on August 17th. So we can't wait to see you there in one or all of those places.
Okay, and now I'm going to hang up because I'm having so much fun. And I'm going to go now into, okay, it is 11:39 a.m. in Colorado, and I have a few minutes before. I think it's going to rain,
Oh, wow.
just in case you're interested. But the real truth is it's raining on the East Coast, and guess what? It's really raining in Hawaii. They're having a giant storm. Oh, wait, it's raining and fire. The whole planet. This is Jupiter. No, I don't really want to say it out loud, but Jupiter opposite Pluto is the conductor to this radical weather. It is creating a voltage that will elicit our wisdom around climate. Like we're all going to be having this conversation for the next 3 months, starting right now, where we're like, is climate change really here? Duh. Be there. You can come on August 17th. And then don't forget about that eclipse. And then don't forget to come to London and see me there in person. And Lisa, I love you so much.
I
Thank
love you
you.
too. Bye, everyone. Thank you.